president and publisher of the San Diego Business Journal, and I want to thank all of you for joining us to celebrate the CEO of the Year, finalists and winners for 2023. It is our honor this evening to recognize some of the best and brightest CEOs in our community who have demonstrated incredible leadership during these extraordinary times. Before we begin our ceremony, we want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors and judges. Without their support, this event would not be possible. Please join me in thanking our presenting sponsor, PNC Bank. Our diamond sponsor, City National Bank. Our charity event partner, Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank. And supporting local, our trophy sponsor, San Marcos Trophy and Engraving. Next, I'd like to recognize our panel of judges who had the very difficult task of selecting this year's winners. Our judges were Donna DeBerry, President and CEO, County of San Diego Black Chamber of Commerce, Jessica N. Grounds, CEO, Corporate Directors Forum, Lois Kohut, President, Vice President, Branch Manager 2, City National Bank, Jason Paggio, President and CEO, Asian Business Association in San Diego, Alan Prohaska, Regional President and Head of Corporate Banking, Greater San Diego, PNC Bank, and our final judge, Gary Ridge, Chairman Emeritus, WD-40 Company. Let's give a round of applause for all of our judges. It is now my pleasure to introduce Alan Prohaska from PNC Bank to say a few words.
You know, they always say you're supposed to start these things off with a joke, so I don't know if you guys have been following, but the CEO of IKEA was recently named Prime Minister of Sweden. And the political pundits think the biggest challenge he is going to face is putting together his cabinet. So that was unscripted. I probably won't get to do that next year. So good evening, everybody. Alan Prohaska, Regional President for PNC Bank. Terrible comedian, I'm sorry. My kids would be rolling their eyes right now. PNC takes great pride in supporting the communities that we serve. It's in the spirit of that support that we're heavily involved with the SDBJ's CFO and CEO of the Year awards. We understand the powerful economic impact that all of you and your businesses have on our community and how that positive economic impact is making the lives of everyone in San Diego better, the people that work here and live here. On behalf of PNC, I'm thrilled to recognize all of this year's finalists. Can we all please give a round of applause to the CEO finalists for all that they do for our great city? If everyone could please refer to the screens to your right and your left for a complete list of finalists for 2023. It's been an honor for me to learn more about all of your incredible stories and your business successes. I wish you all the best tonight. Back to you, Barb.
Great, thank you, Alan. All right, thanks, Alan. Now let's begin our award ceremony. Each year before we announce the CEO of the Year winners, we honor an exceptional CEO with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Please join me in congratulating this year's Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Debra Rosen. To introduce Debra, please welcome Glenn Hopkins, retired Chief Technology Officer, HP Inc.
Well, hi, everyone. I don't have a joke to start with, but I will tell you, coming out of COVID, I haven't been in a room with people wearing slacks and real shoes for a long, long time. So, as Barb mentioned, I'm Glenn Hopkins, and I've been involved with the San Diego North County Business Chamber for 20 years, and 14 of those years under the leadership of Debra, who's a really amazing person. And as she also mentioned, I'm a senior technology executive stationed here in San Diego for the last 23 years. Debra is truly a remarkable person, a force of nature, if you will. Like gravity, once you've been pulled into her orbit, there's absolutely no escaping. In my professional life, I've not seen a more skilled person in the art of persuasion. Being of Sicilian descent, which he likes to tell me all the time, I immediately thought of The Godfather. In fact, I rewatched the movie, didn't have to get far into it to come away with the key line in there, which is the Godfather speaking to a future helper. Someday, to quote, someday, and that day may never come, I will call upon you to do service for me. And that's very true for Debra, except the part that that day may never come. It seemed to come a lot. Debra thankfully has more refined tools than the Godfather used at his time. I call it the velvet hammer. It doesn't hurt when you're hit with it, but boy, do you want to make it stop. Growing up, my parents, they used to tease us kids, or I think it was torment us, with riddles and proverbs. My father's favorite riddle was, the riddle was, how do you get down from an elephant? The answer being, you don't, you get down off a duck. My mom would say, if you want to get something done, ask a busy person. It took me decades to figure those things out. Fortunately, I did. And why do I tell you that? Because Debra is a very busy person. And so let me describe what she got done leading the San Diego Business Chamber over her tenure. When Debra became the CEO, it lacked vision and direction. It also was not growing and was facing significant financial challenges. Debra's leadership, her commitment, and her strong persistence changed all that. Debra wanted the chamber to be bigger, bolder, more impactful than it had ever been before. Being a huge advocate for business, of all sizes I might add, and a huge advocate for those that live in our communities and our county, she embarked upon a strategy that truly lived by the mission statement of her own team adopted, which was building vibrant communities through strong commerce. Over her tenure, the staff, her board of directors, and advisors were upscaled significantly. Financial precariousness transitioned into financial growth and stability. Memberships grew significantly, as did the reach across the region. It became the only accredited chamber in the San Diego County. Marquee events such as Women's Week and the celebration of business became must-attend experiences. Powerful advisory panels, focus areas such as the economic development, health, military, and were established. Programs such as Emerging Leaders, which was building next generation executives, and Operation Connect, helping exiting military personnel gain valuable relationships with the business community, became shining examples of our overarching goal of building vibrant communities. And the list goes on. In short, I believe the San Diego Business Journal could not have selected a more deserving person for this Lifetime Achievement Award. Please now join me in welcoming Debra to the stage. Debra?
Yeah, I tell Glenn he needs to go to sleep with one eye open from the Sicilian background. Thank you so much. And thank you, Glenn. Glenn, actually, I have to tell you a quick thing before I start. When I met Glenn and I talked him into coming onto the board, we were doing pretty good things, but he was always poking at me. And I had to ask him one day, Glenn, is there something you don't like about me? Now, remember, he's a board member and I was CEO. He goes, no, he says, I like you, but I expect a whole lot more from you. And so now, anytime I put a project out there or a thought, I go to Glenn because I know if I go to him, it's going to come out flawless. So thank you. So good evening to all of you notable leaders and colleagues that are here this evening to celebrate all the fabulous CEO finalists. You know, believe it or not, I've watched a lot of you from afar. I'm both humbled and honored to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award. And when the Business Journal notified me, I was really surprised. I thought, wow, a Lifetime Achievement Award, that makes me feel a little bit old. It must be the lifetime. But that thought lasted for about a hot second, and then it was back to excitement. So thank you to the Business Journal, my husband, who's down here, Captain Mike, who's believed in me for 45 years. It's a long time. My colleagues and all of you that have been an inspiration to me over the years as I've watched you from afar. When I started my journey as a CEO, I never would have dreamt or even thought about one day getting an award for leadership skills. I thought I'd be content with just a few gray hairs and a closet full of suits. But here I am, standing in front of you, and I have to say, it hasn't all been rosy. In just a few days, my title, my role, and my office environment is going to change. I am going to become a first mate and anticipate my new boss, Captain Mike down here, will have some learning challenges as he begins his journey with this hot-headed Sicilian. But after 45 years together, I know it will all work out in the end. I'm always in charge. So 14 years ago, I was convinced to take the reins of the chamber and being told that there were just a few issues that needed to be cleared up. And I probably should have asked them to define a few issues. Those issues included massive debt to the membership for services provided, payroll taxes unpaid for 6 months, rent had not been paid for months, they were living out of boxes, and there were massive liens against the organization. The board direction from the beginning was simple. There were issues, and we had to fix it or close it. With support of a strong board and good mentors, and a membership that believed in us, we were able to pay off all debt, have all liens released, and we built a fabulous team of colleagues in a year and a half. This was all done during the recession, 2009 and 2010. So after that was done, in 2011, we applied for our U.S. Chamber accreditation. And when we first applied, it took us a year to get it. The book was about that thick. And they audited everything from financials to employment record, not employment records, but the employee personnel standards, everything. And so we got it after a year, 3-star. So after all the intense audits and everything, we were on our way to really growing and becoming a recognized chamber. Over the years, my earliest lessons learned were in elementary school. Many report cards came home, and they always said, Debra has challenges when following directions. And the directions were to color inside the lines. But she always goes outside the lines, and she'll often add her own elements. Well, it turns out one of the things about that, it was a blessing, because when we all face challenges in an organization and leading an organization, we have to think creatively and not follow the status quo. So coloring outside the lines allows you to stand apart from others and think differently. In 2020, we were all forced to pivot from this monster that they call COVID. And while it was horrible for many, we chose to look at the opportunities that could come of it. We learned that events could have two components to them, live and virtual, when we would never have considered virtual for anything, including board meetings. We were forced into doing it, and then we made it work. My antiquated thinking about everyone having to be at the office every day changed. When I discovered my team got more done, had more time with their families, and they were happier, we implemented a hybrid schedule. Happy colleagues made my job so much easier, and the chamber thrived. During COVID, my kids taught me how to use Venmo because they couldn't come down and ask for money, so I learned Venmo quite quickly. And we stopped using checks. They became antiquated. I finally felt liberated. Many businesses and organizations had to learn to do more with less. And we all became a stronger partner for each other and more tolerant of the struggles that businesses faced. We were fortunate in that we had built reserves, and we did not have to go into our reserves because we had planned for something to happen. It wasn't a COVID, but it was for an economic downturn. We didn't lay anybody off, and we didn't have to touch our reserves. I want to talk quickly about some of the lessons learned in my 45 years of working. First of all, believe in yourself and in others, and they'll believe in you. After getting the chamber on stable footing, I had an opportunity to go through a mentor program with 2 retired CEOs and the chairman's roundtable. Their names were Esther Rodriguez, some of you might know her, and Greg Gudorf. And After going through everything, they believed we could master a turnaround, and we did it with the right process, strategy, and team in place. We came up with goals and a foolproof strategy that led us to success. That foolproof strategy was our 75% rule. And I'll explain that. We set a goal of 75% retention, a goal of 75% engagement, because with engagement came retention, and we never made a decision to implement a program, a benefit, or spend any money unless it was relevant to 75% or more of our members. That today has gotten us where we are. We are in great financial position. We have a strong board. We have a great team. And with my retiring tomorrow, I bring in the next generation to lead the organization to keep it relevant. So that is our 75%. That's our secret sauce. Something else I learned in my 45 years is laugh with others and they'll laugh with you. One of my lessons learned also is bringing laughter to the workplace is so good. Laughter has gotten many of us through stressful situations and can turn a problem around quite often when you can find humor in it. Lead others, and they'll learn to lead too. The impact of different people over the years has been significant in my success and in my career. I've had mentors, colleagues, clients, and even competitors that have provided valuable insights. And that support has helped me grow, learn, and achieve many goals. I learned how to lead with authenticity and humility. I've worked for people, and I'm sure everybody in here has. I've worked for people that made every decision about them and not their company or their colleagues. And that was a lesson I learned in my 40s by someone I worked for, and I watched them, and I realized I never want to be like that, ever. Competition, let's talk about that. I hate competition, I think we all do. So competition is something we all face daily. Some of us love it, some of us hate it. But one thing I've learned is it makes you better. It brings out the best of us. It forces us to push ourselves to be more creative and more innovative. As a great philosopher Aristotle said, through competition we improve ourselves. Competition also teaches us valuable life lessons. It teaches us how to lose gracefully, how to be a good sport, how to handle rejection. And let's face it, rejection is a part of life, unless you're Tom Brady and you never experience it. Competition brings out the best in us. It forces us to push ourselves harder, to be more creative, and to be innovative. But in all seriousness, competition is what drives progress. It's what makes us strive for excellence. Now, one of the most important things I've learned in the last 10 years is we need to put a focus on our future generations. As a leader, it dawned on me one day that as I grew older, many of my generation were retiring, and it made me a bit nervous as it was important for me to leave a gift to the future. So to keep the organization moving forward and staying relevant to the future, we spent the last couple of years growing our Emerging Leaders program and engaging more of the future generations in programs that gave them what they wanted. They wanted visibility, and they wanted to make a difference. Developing future generations is crucial for the survival of all of our workforce. But let's be honest, we also need someone to take care of us when we're old and senile. So let's teach them well and hope they have a good sense of humor when it's our turn to be the youngsters in the nursing home. In conclusion, it's an honor to receive this award, and as I head into retirement tomorrow, I really see it as a sabbatical. After we're done with our travels, my husband knows that my passion is people, leadership, and serving others. That's the good old Sicilian blood. Thank you again, and remember, it's okay to color outside the lines, and when life gives you lemons, make a margarita. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Debra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now let's announce our CEO of the Year winners. To review the award details and to introduce the presenters, Please join me in welcoming SDBJ's Associate Publisher, Bob Vysotsky.
Oh, thank you. Keep in your seats, please. Thanks, Barb. We'll be announcing the top 15 CEOs of the year who achieved the highest scores. Judges ranked all finalists on a sliding scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. Each presenter will be announcing the winners in alphabetical order by category. Winners, when you hear your name, please come to the stage, accept your award, be grateful, and you will have up to 3 minutes for your remarks. Since all of our winners are a surprise this evening, even to me, attending from the, oh wait, someone else. Wait, gee, oh, here we go. Winners, I memorized this, it's hard. Winners are a surprise this evening. If there is someone else attending from the company, please feel free to accept the award on behalf of your CEO. At the end of the program, if all the winners could please come back to the stage for a group photo. So let's get started. And please join in welcoming our first presenter, Kimberly Layton from Cushman San Diego Food Bank.
Thanks, Bob. It's such a pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank. And we are so honored to be the charity partner for this year's CEO of the Year Awards. You know, the San Diego Food Bank serves all of San Diego County. And this year and every month this year, we are going to be feeding over 400,000 people throughout the county. We operate out of our 2 warehouses, a 90,000 square foot warehouse in Miramar and a 70,000 square foot warehouse in Vista. Now, from these 2 warehouses, we supply the entire county's charitable food network. That means that every month we are supplying food to more than 500 nonprofits for their local feeding programs. We also host more than 200 of our own direct food distributions each month. And it may surprise many of you to know that the true majority of the folks that we serve are the working poor. People who have jobs and homes, but are having a tough time just making ends meet in San Diego. We all know how expensive it is. We also serve thousands of seniors on fixed incomes and, sadly, many military families who cannot make ends meet in our city. But the one thing I want to leave you with today is that we are a very easy nonprofit to support. And I wouldn't be a good Chief Advancement Officer if I didn't say that. So we welcome corporate volunteers and groups 6 days a week at both of our facilities and our warehouses in Miramar and Vista. Most days we have 3 volunteer shifts and can accommodate up to 30 members of your team per shift. We also can provide you with meeting space if you'd like to have a team meeting before or after your shift. And of course, another way is to host a food drive. We have I know it's hard to believe the holidays are already upon us, but we have the holidays coming up in another few months. You can host a food drive. You can also host a virtual food drive. And I know that there are a number of you in here this evening that do that for us. And thank you so much for your support. It makes such a huge difference. So there are a lot of ways you can support us. Our website is sandiegofoodbank.org, or I would be happy to chat with you afterwards, or some of our team members that are here this evening. So thank you for that. And now let me get on to the awards. The first award this evening is in the Rising Star CEO category. Please join me in congratulating Elizabeth Fitzsimons with Episcopal Community Services. As the head of Episcopal Community Services, Elizabeth has demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities and spearheaded transformative initiatives that have propelled the organization to new heights. Her strategic decisions have not only stimulated long-term financial performance, but have also brought about substantial progress in their strategic operations. She has overseen the opening of a new safe haven, contracted with the county to support teens recovering from substance use disorders, and partnered with a local developer to bring a much-needed early childhood development center to a planned affordable housing development at SDSU West. Moreover, her influence has led to increased brand recognition, community outreach, and the fostering of a more inclusive company culture. Since joining ECS in 2021, Elizabeth has inspired board members, donors, and partners to support ECS in ways that align with their own values and strengths. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Kimberly. It is such an honor to receive this from you, especially with all of your community leadership and service. Thank you. I want to thank the Business Journal for recognizing the good work that's going on in our community through this series of awards. I always leave these awards feeling so good about our community and all the good things that are happening. So thank you for doing that, Business Journal. Barb, thank you. What an honor to be among so many peers. I'm looking out and seeing so many faces that I admire and people that I have learned from and who I go to for counsel. So it is such an honor to be among all of you here tonight. So thank you. And thank you for the work that you do and for the big difference that you're making in the community. I am so lucky to work with just this incredible board and an incredible group of employees. We have a number of our staff up here. Say hi, everybody. There's a few of them around the room. We have this great team. Just a few are here, but they're representing 450 employees across 23 locations in our region who are meeting our clients where they are, and they meet them with just this incredible compassion and love and deep experience, and they meet them and they walk with them, whether that's a preschooler in Head Start or it's a 60-year-old man who is suffering from addiction and homelessness. They walk with them on their path to reaching their full potential. They're an incredible group of people, and I'm so honored to serve them and to work with them, and for the incredible sense of belonging that they create every day. And our clients, we have the most incredible clients, 7,000 people across the region who put their trust in ECS, and we take that trust so seriously. And so I have so much gratitude for these clients who are coming to ECS at what is frequently a very difficult time in their life. I want to say a special thanks to my very smart and handsome husband, Tony, sitting there in the blue suit, whose love and partnership is just really the foundation for everything. And we've created this wonderful life with 3 kids and a dog and 2 jobs, and it's kind of a circus, but I love it. So thanks, everybody.
All right, congratulations again. All right, the first winner in the business nonprofit category is David Brooke with MyPoint Credit Union. I kept a straight face, didn't I? His folks were asking me earlier if I knew who the winners were, and I said yes. For the past 23 years, David has led MyPoint, a credit union with over $600 million in assets and serving 30,000 members in San Diego and Riverside counties. He is a leader that is connected to his team and leads several programs that serve to empower his employees, meeting with them personally to offer guidance and mentoring. David also takes an active hand in MyPoint's community endeavors, such as the scholarship program, where he takes the time to get to know awardees and their families personally. He also helps oversee MyPoint's financial literacy programs, including a recent partnership with Omni Sanctuary to offer financial literacy and help opening bank accounts for over 45 Ukrainian families displaced by the war. Congratulations, David.
Wow, I'm completely surprised by this. What a great award. I've attended a lot of these San Diego Business Journal events, and they've all been great. So thank you for that, and thank you for recognizing everybody in the community. Most importantly, though, this award, while I won it, it's my team. Scott Norris, Debbie Clow, Adriana Bruner, Vicky Camerzal, Chavez, Carmen Contreras, and our honorary Alan Tornell as part of the team. So we wouldn't be able to do all we do in the community if it wasn't for the hard work of our team. And I really appreciate everything they do for us, and it's why we're so successful. And again, I'm humbled and so excited for this award for our team. So thank you all.
And my final presentation is another winner in the business nonprofit category, and that is Rick Wilson with the San Diego East County Regional Chamber of Commerce. Okay. After just 4 years on the job leading the San Diego East County Regional Chamber of Commerce, Rick Wilson has a proven track record. Although through an active social media presence and a concerted effort to increase partnerships, he has made the chamber more visible in the broader San Diego community. The chamber is also in the best financial condition it's been in for the past 111 years, with a 900% increase in reserve funds since Rick took over as CEO. The chamber has also seen a 20% increase in membership since the pandemic and has had record-breaking attendance at annual signature events like the Women in Leadership Luncheon and the East County Honors Awards Gala. Rick has also brought innovation to the East County Chamber, which was the first chamber of commerce in North America to utilize a personal AI robot assistant. Congratulations to Rick. And I don't believe Rick was able to be here this evening, so thank you all very much.
Congratulations, winners. The next presenter is 𝐏𝐿𝐄𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐈𝐌. I had to do that. Vice President, Branch Manager of City National Bank. She will be presenting a total of 6 awards. It's a lot. 3 in the nonprofit category and 3 in the small company category. Lois?
Thank you, Bob. 6, they gave me a bunch. Lucky me. Thanks, Bob. The first winner in the nonprofit category is Paul Baribault with the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. Under his leadership, San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has entered the next chapter of its 107-year history, committing itself to becoming the most effective conservation organization for the world. The strategic vision, collaborative leadership, and passion for conservation that Paul has inspired within this organization had a transformational effect and spurred innovation across all teams at SDZWA. The organization is the top tourist attraction in the San Diego Zoo region and welcomes nearly 7 million guests annually through its 2 front doors. With support from its conservation parks, SDZWA deploys the largest zoo-based conservation team in the world, operating through 8 conservation hubs worldwide. In just under 4 years, Paul has built a solid executive team, expanded partnerships with leading conservationists and organizations such as Jane Goodall, the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and Polar Bears International, and increased the zoo's economic impact on the region to $2.4 billion in 2022, which is $700 million larger than 2016. Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you. Paul, unfortunately, was unable to join us tonight. He's with his family, but my name is Justin, and it's an honor to accept this award on his behalf. Paul's an incredible leader, and if you've had the opportunity to meet with him or any of the executive team members of San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, you'll know that their commitment to our community and really to the world is transcendent to what we can do and the hope we can bring for tomorrow. Paul did come to San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance 3.5 years ago, 3 months before a global pandemic that, as you know, shut down our facilities for a culmination of 5 months. And he's really led our organization and our 2 front doors to become a global conservation leader with 2 world-famous parks that bring conservation to life for 6 million visitors per year and touching 1 billion people around the world in 150 countries. And it's really an honor for us to bring people behind the curtain and to share the stories of hope and inspiration that each of us bring, not only to our own community and not only to the world that we live in, but to those around us who may not have the opportunities that we have here in San Diego to live in the most biodiverse county in the contiguous United States. He really has changed the trajectory of our organization. And in fact, the last 2 years have been the best years in our organization's 107-year history from an attendance, revenue, and an impact perspective, tripling the amount of touch points that we have worldwide through digital media, through storytelling, and through connections that our guests and our allies, partners, and that each of us can make with the world around us each and every day. He's also made an effort to reconnect San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance to the San Diego community. As a legacy organization, we are not only committed to San Diego, but to the whole world and the world's wildlife. And it's an honor to invite guests to join us here in our community and to really experience what hope and the future can look like when we all work together for a better tomorrow. So on behalf of our entire team members, all 5,000 staff and volunteers at San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, our leadership team, and our executive team, it's really an honor to accept this award on Paul's behalf. Thank you.
All right, the next winner in the nonprofit category is Carol Dedrich with Girl Scouts San Diego. Carol is dedicated to the Girl Scout mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. As Chief Executive Officer of Girl Scouts San Diego, she is a mentor and role model to many individuals, including Girl Scout youth members, volunteers, and staff. The organization currently serves over 14,000 girls and nearly 9,000 adult volunteers across San Diego and Imperial counties. This year, Carol's accomplishments include overseeing numerous completed and in-progress capital projects across multiple property locations, increasing membership, and currently being on track to meet the Girl Scouts San Diego's philanthropy goal of $1.8 million for fiscal year 2023. This year, Girl Scouts San Diego's raised over $230,000 from its Cool Women program, raised $1.5 million from foundation grants, corporate partners, and individual contributions, and surpassed its goal in the 2023 Cookie program. Congratulations, Carol.
Oh, well, it's such an honor to be up here, but this is really an award for the incredible 130 staff that we have, over 23,000 Girl Scouts and adult volunteers, and our incredible board. Now, many of you may think that Girl Scouts is a nice organization, right? It's also a critical one. A recent CDC report came out about 4 months ago now that said 3 in 5 girls were experiencing persistent sadness and hopelessness. And 1 in 5 girls were on the verge of committing suicide or wanting to attempt suicide. Startling statistics that are coming at us. What we do in Girl Scouts is we build around our young girls and young women a safety net of encouragement, of mentoring and support, so that they can build their courage, their confidence, and their character, and then go out and make our world a better place. The way that we do this is through and with our volunteers, but it's also through and with many of you out there that we have developed strong partnerships with, and it is through those partnerships that we're able to reach more girls and serve more volunteers. This honor, this award that you're giving to me, I'm really sharing this with our staff who are doing an incredible job and our volunteers who are taking on the challenges that all of us have gone through, not only through COVID, but coming out of it in supporting this next generation of leaders. And it's through and with each of us that are leaning into this and leaning into the mental health issues that are plaguing all of us. I think all the CEOs in the room can attest to that it's not just about our young people, it's also about our staff. Our staff are dealing with this as well. So when we come together and we work on this together we can make a difference. And I'm really honored to accept this on behalf of my amazing Girl Scouts San Diego team. Thank you so much.
All right, the final winner in the nonprofit category is Tad Parzen with Burnham Center for Community Advancement. Tad Parzen co-led the founding and successful rollout of one of San Diego's newest and most influential nonprofits, the Burnham Center for Community Advancement. Few organizations can boast the success BCCA has achieved in less than 2 years of existence. Under Tad's leadership, the Burnham Center has established important partnerships with UC San Diego, the San Diego Workforce Partnership, Catalyst, and the San Diego Regional EDC. Tad also played a leading role in making the San Diego-Tijuana region the World Design Capital in 2024. On the fundraising front, Tad secured fundraising contributions and grants in 2022 to successfully complete the white paper on Balboa Park, as well as 6 months operating funds for the Burnham Center into 2023 after only 1 full year of operation. This year, Tad has secured a charitable donation of $20 million for Burnham Center operations that will ensure the organization continues its work to improve the region for many years to come. Congratulations, Tad.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's a very nice surprise. I really wasn't expecting that, but it's nice to be here, and it's nice to receive this recognition, particularly in light of the competition, which as I look at all the finalists, and I can imagine all the other nominees, that it was quite a group of people. So it's a privilege to stand here and receive the award. I do want to, since it's a CEO award, I want to talk a little bit about leadership and people from whom I've learned a little bit about leadership and from whom I continue to learn about leadership every day. I'd like to introduce my board chair, Malin Burnham, and vice chair, Paula Cordero, both of whom have been friends and mentors of mine for many, many years. And I'd also like you to meet my beautiful wife, who's, many of us are leaders in the group, and many of us are emerging leaders. And you know that a life in leadership is full of peaks and it's full of valleys too. And Diana stood by me through all the valleys and celebrated the peaks with me, and I wouldn't be able to do the job I love more than any job I've ever done before if it wasn't for her. So thank you, darling. I love you very much. But really, it gets a little cliched. We've heard so much about how much teamwork is a part of it, and Malin, you and I talk about it so much, but it's really about the team, the both vertical and horizontal team that we create, and the work that we do, loving the work you do, caring about the people with whom you do it, and coming together as a family. And one of the things I'm most proud of about the Burnham Center and how we work is all the way from the board to every member of our staff. We're a family. We've got each other's back. We do everything with 3 principles in mind: excellence, integrity, and love, and not necessarily in that order. And layer on top of that the Burnham ethos of community before self, and you've got the Burnham Center. And we all do it together, and we do it together with you. Every member of our community is a member of the Burnham Center family, so we look forward to working with all of you to do as we've set out to do to help make the San Diego-Tijuana binational region a better place to live, work, and play for all. Thank you very much.
All right, now for the small company category. The first winner in the small company category is Jill Collins with Audacity Health. As CEO and Chief Strategy Officer of Audacity Health, Jill has led Audacity to remarkable growth and success. Under her leadership, Audacity Health has won several awards, including 4 accolades for the company's work on Illumina's Grail Gallery Test Live Action Video and Gallery Animated Explainer Video, as well as Quest Diagnostics' Act Against COVID-19 website and Foundation Medicine's One Testing Partner campaign. Jill's commitment to excellence helped transform Audacity into a leading healthcare agency from generating just $1 million in 2013 to an impressive $6.7 million in 2022. Throughout her tenure, she has steered the Audacity team through 40% growth and expanded the company's products and services, including new paid media capabilities and PR offerings, creating new opportunities for the company's growth. Jill's efforts have enabled Audacity to recognize and retain its most talented staff while still maintaining a healthy bottom line by cultivating an environment of trust, respect, and collaboration to drive innovation and progress. Congratulations, Jill.
Thank you very much. I know everybody says they don't expect this, but I really was not expecting to be up here today. But I must say I feel very honored to be among so many just amazing other nominees with everything that you guys are achieving across the community and beyond. So I would just say, as a CEO of a biotech company, we've endured a crazy couple years with the pandemic and the twists and turns. Having to navigate it and being a leader has been some of the most challenging times you can imagine. But I must say, I haven't been able to do it without some of the leaders need a support system. And so Ella, I know you're over here documenting this, so thank you as my business partner for being there for a lot of the challenging times and decisions we've had to make, as well as my husband, for being that person that you come home to and you have to talk about the highs and lows of everything you endure. And I want to thank the Business Journal for recognizing everyone today, as well as myself. Wasn't expected. Thank you very much.
The second winner in the small company category is Juliet Correnti with Radeus Labs. At Radeus Labs, Juliet has fostered a company culture of innovation and ingenuity. She tells her team to never be afraid to fail. And by allowing for an environment where failure is okay, she has also created an environment where people aren't afraid to try something new. All employees are encouraged to look for ways to improve products and processes or just make their job easier. Another thing that sets Juliet apart is her investment in people. If someone wants to learn, grow, and develop their skills, or broaden their knowledge base, she facilitates that growth and opportunity through one-on-ones, mentorship, and a tuition reimbursement program. Juliet has invested both her time and money to support continuous learning and personal growth as her team expands and develops. Radeus's forward progress is largely due to her mentorship and encouragement for the Radeus team to live above the bar and execute on company goals. Congratulations, Juliet.
Thank you. I'm in a company where I'm saying I have no idea. I did not expect this, so I really appreciate it. Our company is small. We support all government as well as the satellite communication industry. We're a company of 30 people, so it's amazing to see how many lives 30 people can touch, and it's really important to us to touch our community and the other people surrounding us. And so I really want to thank my team, who's not here because we did not expect this. And I want to thank the other people that are here and some of my mentors that have supported me. And I know all of you have had, ups and downs over the last 2 years as well as we have, but it's really so awesome that we've made it through it and we're here together and supporting each other. And thank you so much, and good luck.
All right, the final winner in the small company category is Peter Sibley with EdGate. EdGate CEO Peter Sibley is a champion of technology solutions for education. Under his supervision and direction, EdGate has developed a state-of-the-art career exploration Google-like mapping tool called Journeys that depicts education and training pathways that lead to advanced manufacturing occupations. Journeys was chosen as a U.S. Department of Education top 5 finalist in the Reach Higher Career Challenge, a pursuit Peter spearheaded. In 2022, EdGate's Correlation Services Consulting Group reached its highest sales numbers to date, and EdGate technologies have been recognized nationally by Think Tank Council on Foreign Relations and cable media giant CNBC. Locally, EdGate partnered with Junior Achievement San Diego to bring the Journeys Map Career Exploration tool to the students taking part in JA Finance Park Experience. EdGate team members at both its San Diego and Gig Harbor, Washington locations recognize Peter for looking out for their well-being and for his mentorship. Congratulations, Peter.
I didn't know that's what we were doing, so thanks. Everybody said it was a surprise. It's beyond a surprise. My socks are somewhere over there. The the passion that we bring to career pathways and lifelong learning is something that's evolved over time and more important today than ever. And this group, and again, thank you San Diego Business Journal for doing this and so much more in our community, of bringing together people who can make a difference. You're making a difference. The winners are making a difference. And in doing that, we're beginning to show the possibilities for a next generation. And their challenge is far greater than the one you experience. The velocity of change around what skills are needed, how long of a shelf life they have, is absolutely at a spectacular challenge for anyone. It's going to take longer for our children to be mature into careers, to find something, and then it may not last as long. And the complexity of it. We work closely with the Cyber Center of Excellence. Some of the roles in the Cyber Center of Excellence require 100 certifications. How do you navigate that? Do you go to a counselor? Your high school counselor has no idea what this is. Do you go to your community college counselor? They don't have experience in this. Where do you go? So we're trying to create an app that uses the knowledge of these mentors, of experts in the field, of live databases, bring it together and create a Google-like map for learning and for lifetime achievement, so that many, many more people from diverse backgrounds can get the type of recognition we're fortunate enough to have today. So thank you to everyone. A special thanks to my wife, Joy, who came with me today. It's just the family support has been incredible through this passion, and the pandemic did present some real challenges for us. But we've come out of that now stronger than ever. And thank you again for this unexpected and great honor.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Okay, congratulations, winners. The next presenter for the large and medium company category is Alan Prohaska, Regional President and Head of Corporate Banking, Greater San Diego PNC Bank. Alan will first present the CEO of the Year for the 2 largest companies and conclude our award ceremony with the announcing the CEO of the Year in 4 medium companies. Alan Prohaska.
Thank you. All right, one more joke. 3 CEOs walked into a bar. I'm kidding, of course. All right, the first winner in the large company category is Douglas Bryant with QuidelOrtho. And I don't think Doug is here tonight, so let me read his bio here. Doug Bryant took the helm of Quidel in 2009 and has since led the company through some of its most successful milestones. In 2020, faced with one of the worst medical crises of our lives, Douglas directed and led the company to meet the challenge, bringing to market a PCR test to detect coronavirus and then a rapid antigen test, the world's first to receive FDA emergency use authorization. In May of 22, Doug united the power of Quidel Corporation and Ortho Clinical Diagnostic to form QuidelOrtho, adding large-scale diagnostic testing capabilities to the company. Congratulations, Doug. The second winner in the large company category is Neil Hattangadi with Cortica. Neil is the co-founder of Cortica, the country's leading whole-child, value-based provider of advanced neurological therapies for children with autism and other developmental differences. The San Diego-based company has successfully addressed the fragmented journey families typically navigate while seeking diagnoses and therapies for their children by providing comprehensive diagnoses for the children that incorporate genetic, metabolic, and neurophysiologic causes of the child's condition. Recently, Neil led the company's closing of a $75 million fundraising round. Cortica also entered into a groundbreaking outcomes focused, value-based care agreement with insurer Point 32 Health, enabling Cortica to provide a premier level of coordinated care to families using Medicaid and additional commercial health plans. Congratulations, Neil. He's not able to join us tonight. I don't know if there's someone from the company. No, that was a fake one. All right. 0 for 2. Now, for the final CEO of the Year winners for the evening, I'll be announcing 4 winners in the medium company category. The first winner in the medium company category is Eric Dube with Travere Therapeutics. Travere Therapeutics is a global biopharmaceutical company dedicated. He's not coming up here. This is like, I'm sorry, everybody. Dedicated to identifying, developing, and delivering life-changing rare disease therapies, and Eric is determined to make a difference with people living with these often overlooked and underdiagnosed conditions. This is really cool if you guys know Eric. For him, this mission is personal. He was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer at the age of 30. Fortunately, it was caught early because there was no proven therapy if the disease had advanced. The company, Eric, since joining the company as president and CEO in 2019, he has overseen Travere's sales and pipeline growth while increasing the company's San Diego footprint. In February, the company announced FDA accelerated approval of a therapy for a rare kidney disease with potential approval in Europe expected in the second half of 2023. In just 6 weeks since FDA approval of Filspari, net product sales reached $3 million for that product. Eric also led Travere in a $230 million fundraising round, and last year, the company reported more than $200 million in net sales. Congratulations, Eric. All right, we're going to get one of you in the audience. I can feel it here. The second winner in the median company category is Starr Edwards with Bitchin Sauce. I know she's here. There she is. Starr maintains an inexhaustible, earnest, yes, earnest curiosity that extends to every job and every role. As her company grew and I know you've all eaten this product, and it's awesome, right? Put it on your eggs, you put it on your sandwiches, it's incredible. Her company has grown over the course of a decade from a lone market stand to propulsive national retail distribution. Starr has ensured that the company truly reflects its signature Bitchin way by making sure everything is done with the devoted care, responsibility, and mindful excellence. This year, Bitchin Sauce was recognized in the Women Presidents Organization's 2023 50 Fastest list of growing women-founded and led companies. This year, Starr led the company's leap to international distribution, with Bitchin Sauce items entering into Canadian retail. She also grew Bitchin Sauce's U.S. distribution by more than 5,000 stores. Congratulations, Starr.
This is so totally bitchin'. Honestly, thank you so much to the San Diego Business Journal. I don't know if anyone really knows our story, but we're just a small farmer's market brand selling almond dip to hippies. So I just pinch myself pretty much every day that we're, still in business and that people like what we're making. I do want to thank my husband, Luke Edwards, who's sitting right over there. He is the co-founder of Bitchin Sauce, and blood, sweat, and tears, every little ounce of it. He's been there every step of the way. And so grateful to have just the amazing support of family and friends. And we work with most of them, which is really fun. But yeah, just thank you guys so much. Appreciate this honor and appreciate the community here in San Diego that's helped us to grow.
All right, the third winner in the medium company category is Julie Lowen with Children's Paradise Preschool and Infant Centers. Founder Julie Lowen is a leader in early childhood education whose efforts contribute to the growth and economic development of San Diego. In the past few years, Children's Paradise has grown to serve almost 2,500 families and currently operates out of 8 locations. These profitable state-of-the-art education centers have helped thousands of families improve their lives. Additionally, Julie is helping to solve part of the worst employee shortage the county has seen, providing additional childcare spots and enabling more parents to return to the workforce. Currently, Children's Paradise is building a center, expected to open in 2024, in Carlsbad to serve the Tri-City Hospital area. And recently, the company acquired 2 dilapidated preschools, one in Escondido and one in Ramona. Julie also chairs the Smarty Patch Foundation, a nonprofit providing financial and supportive patches to promote continuous learning for children in troublesome situations, providing over $600,000 in scholarships annually. Congratulations, Julie.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. I've got my favorite people here, and this is all about them. I first want to say a big thank you to my husband. He's the person who listens to me at night as I rant and try to figure out what am I going to do. But I've got to just talk about the Children's Paradise team. When we were hit with the news that we needed to close down for COVID, I called everybody together into our conference room, and we were going, what are we going to do? We have over 1,300 families that are relying on us every day. Some of these are doctors, nurses, UPS drivers, grocery workers, essential workers. We decided to close, and 3 hours later decided not to close. And since that decision, I saw the most amazing team of people come together and meet the needs of children and families across this county in ways you can't even imagine. To the mom that had to move in with her mother, to the kids whose mother dropped them off with their grandmother, to the 31 families that would have been homeless without the food and diapers and wipes and everything that they provided. I would like the Children's Paradise team, who is here in mass, to stand up and be recognized, because this is all about them. These people sacrifice their lives every day for kids. They're everywhere. Nicole and Terrian and Lona and Jennifer, and Jermaine, and Mo that's new, and Winnie, Diane, and if I've missed some of you, we've got over 270 of us. We have 16 locations under development. We're super excited to take over the world because we're determined that early care and education is about children and families, and it's about hooking those children and families up to the services they need in one place. Did you know that a mom who's seeking services has to get on a bus in the morning and go here for healthcare and there for housing and over here? They're on the bus sometimes hours every day of the week. And then they have to go and try to work the jobs that they're supposed to work based upon the programs they're relying on. Imagine a family care center where that mom or dad goes to one place and every single resource that they need is embedded in that one place to serve them and their families. That is childcare of the future. We're excited to bring it to San Diego County, and we will rule the world when everybody catches on. Thank you so much.
And now, for the final winner in the Media and Company category, Gabriel Perez-Krieb with Chosen Foods. Gabriel is a well-rounded leader that has brought exceptional growth to Chosen Foods. And look, this is another product. I know it's all on your shelves. He is leading the team to continue investments in the Chosen Food brands, bringing commercial expansion of the company to unprecedented success. Under his leadership, Chosen Foods delivered 25% revenue growth over the year. Revenue growth over the year plan, and increased gross margin as a percentage of net by 100 basis points year over year. Gabriel also increased investment in people by more than 30% year over year, and invested in technology which reduced manual tasks by 0.5% of total working hours. He is also co-founder of the 𝐏𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐈𝐍𝐆 Scholarship that delivers more than 100 scholarships to Hispanic kids finishing high school in San Diego and going to college. He is also a board member of Naturally San Diego, an organization supporting the natural food ecosystem in San Diego. He is also a strong supporter of Feeding San Diego, donating thousands of dollars per year in product to support those in need of healthy food. Congratulations, Gabriel.
I won't even try making a joke. English is not my primary language. I want to thank my lovely wife who is here, and my sons, and my father-in-law who believed in me to start in this food journey. Very pleased to be with you, Starr, Bitchin Sauce, as the two, in a biotech technology environment, having two food companies here talks about what we're doing in the region. San Diego is becoming a hub for natural food, and we need to promote that. We started 10 years ago with the dream of creating a new category, which was avocado oil. And today, as somebody just said, we ruled the world. We're the fastest growing company in the space by far. We created a new category, which was avocado oil, which has been one of the best cooking oils to cook with. We're in almost every region, every country. We call San Diego home. We have over 100 very dedicated people who I have here, 3 of them with me. The rest couldn't come because they're working very, very hard to take us where we need to go. And I was just talking with one of our team members and said, hey, there's too many of you there. I really didn't think I was going to win it, but my team did think that we were up to this and that we should be honored. So I really thank the San Diego Business Journal for considering us and for bringing us here. And as the last one, I promise I won't talk too much, but thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay?
All right, another round of applause for all the winners. Weren't those amazing stories? San Diego, we should be proud of everybody in this room. This concludes our program. Thanks again for everybody joining us, especially the sponsors and the judges. And reminder, all the winners, please come to the stage for a group photo. And we look forward to seeing all of you next year. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.